The conference hall of the Galactic Coalition Command fell silent the moment Rhea walked in. It wasn't her rank. She was merely a liaison officer, technically outranked by half the room. It wasn't her species, though humans had earned their reputation through 3 brutal wars. No, it was something far simpler and infinitely more terrifying. It was the sunglasses. Dark, reflective, and perched on her nose with the casual indifference of someone who owned every room she entered, those sunglasses had become legendary across 7 star systems. Behind her, trying desperately to mimic her stride, waddled Kor, a Vrexian predator cub barely reaching her hip, wearing a comically oversized pair of aviators that kept sliding down his scaled snout. General Thexmore, a towering Kravian war hero with 16 commendations, immediately found something fascinating about his datapad. Admiral Sankara, who had stared down pirate armadas without flinching, suddenly needed to adjust her uniform collar. Even Ambassador Quillix, known for his silver tongue and unshakable composure, developed an urgent interest in the ceiling panels. Rhea took her seat. Kor scrambled into the chair beside her, adjusting his sunglasses with one tiny claw, his tail swishing with barely contained excitement. "Gentle beings," Rhea began, her voice carrying that particular quality humans called unbothered. "I understand we're here to discuss the Terminus Gate incident. The Terminus Gate incident. 3 Coalition battlecruisers trapped by a Hexid blockade, certain death looming." Until Rhea had walked onto the command deck, put on those accursed sunglasses and simply looked at the Hexid war chief through the view screen. The blockade had dispersed within the hour. No one knew what she'd said. No one dared ask. Kor, attempting to copy her posture, leaned back in his chair. The motion sent him toppling backward, legs flailing. He recovered quickly, scrambling back up and readjusting his sunglasses as if nothing had happened. A few of the junior officers fought to suppress smiles. The generals remained steadfastly focused on anything but the human and her diminutive shadow. "Officer Rhea," General Thexmore ventured, still not making eye contact, "we wanted to commend your diplomatic resolution, though we'd appreciate understanding your methodology." Rhea tilted her head slightly. Behind the dark lenses, her eyes were unreadable. "I asked them nicely." The room absorbed this. Kor, catching the pause, mimicked her head tilt with such precision that Ambassador Quillix actually left the room, mumbling something about urgent calls. "Ask them," Admiral Sankara repeated, finally braving a glance in Rhea's direction before immediately regretting it. The reflection in those sunglasses seemed to peer into one's soul. "The Hexid Concordat, known for eating negotiators, you asked nicely." "Politeness costs nothing, Admiral," Rhea replied, her tone suggesting the conversation was already over. Kor nodded sagely, though his sunglasses slipped down again, revealing his bright, eager eyes before he hastily pushed them back up. The truth, which circulated in hushed whispers through every coalition vessel, was far stranger. Rhea hadn't threatened. She hadn't bargained. She'd simply removed her sunglasses briefly, just once, and looked at the Hexid war chief with the full weight of human patience worn thin. What the Hexid had seen in those eyes no one knew, but the Hexid never spoke of it. They just left. "There's another matter," General Thexmore continued, his mandibles clicking nervously. "The Vrexian delegation has noted that young Kor has been spending considerable time with you." Kor's head swiveled toward the general, his posture straightening to match Rhea's. The effect would have been adorable if not for the unsettling accuracy with which he'd adopted her intimidating stillness. "Kor is my assigned cultural liaison," Rhea said smoothly. "We're engaged in important cross-species understanding." What she didn't mention was how Kor had stolen her sunglasses 3 weeks ago and paraded around the human quarters, growling "I am unbothered" in his squeaky voice until the entire Marine battalion had simultaneously decided they had urgent business elsewhere, or how he'd since acquired his own pair and appointed himself her unofficial apprentice in the ancient human art of not caring what you think. "The Vrexian High Council," Admiral Sankara pressed carefully, "has expressed concern about their cubs adopting human behavioral patterns. Apparently, there are now 17 young Vrexians who refuse to make eye contact with their elders and have started saying things like, 'That's not my problem,' and 'deal with it.'" Rhea's lips twitched the closest she came to a smile. Beside her, Kor's tail wagged slightly, betraying his excitement. "Cultural exchange goes both ways, Admiral. Perhaps Vrexian elders could benefit from not assuming automatic deference. The room's temperature seemed to drop. General Thexmore made a sound like choking on air. Kor, sensing the moment, crossed his tiny arms exactly as Rhea did, his oversized sunglasses finally staying in place. "Is there anything else?" Rhea asked, standing. The movement was fluid, controlled, final. Kor hopped down from his chair, adjusting his sunglasses one more time. "No, Officer Rhea," General Thexmore managed. "You're dismissed." As they left, Kor looked up at Rhea, his voice a whisper of awe. "Did you see?" The general looked at his datapad 3 times. "Fear's a tool, Kor," Rhea replied quietly. "But we don't use it on friends. Only on those who mistake kindness for weakness. And the sunglasses help?" "The sunglasses," Rhea said, pushing open the conference hall doors without breaking stride, "are a reminder. You can't read someone who won't let you in. It puts everyone on edge, makes them second guess. But remember, it's not the sunglasses that matter. It's the person wearing them." Kor nodded seriously, then bounded ahead, trying to match her confident walk. Behind them, they could hear the conference hall erupt into relieved chatter the moment the doors closed. By evening, reports would circulate of 18 more Vrexian cubs acquiring sunglasses. By week's end, the coalition would implement new protocols regarding human confidence accessories and their impact on junior species. But in that moment, as Rhea and Kor walked through the station corridors, one with effortless authority, one with enthusiastic mimicry, every being they passed found somewhere else to look.